Used to be a lonely place up here, but it's not so bad anymore. I'd like to thank Nick Van Claveren, Jules Price, Maelstrom Star, Cody, Mireille La Nuit, Max Denny, Beak, Tokudoku, Xbox Unofficial, Sky, Flowerfield, and Jace for their support on Ko-Fi. It means the world to us that you listen to our tale and that you help it continue. Check out Spare the Crying on Ko-Fi to support us and check out our rewards, like monthly bonus mini-sodes, embroidered patches, and handwritten letters from your favorite characters. And to those who've given us support so far, again, we thank you. Last we met, you had a bit of a spat. Ground crumbled, noxious gases floated around you, and the enemies were familiar in many ways. What were their names? Errol Ophelia, Silvio Flores, Kieran himself, Mela. Then there are the faces of the fallen, half-shaped and kind of familiar too. But Kieran and Kian don't know about that yet. They're exploring some tunnels beneath the ground that spiderwebbed out from this mushroom you just left. It's very curious, isn't it? Maybe you can learn from your violence at least. What's all that shit mean? Like I said last time, it's above my pay grade. I got no idea. Anyway, I'll pass it on to you. Let's begin with a dream. You sit on the sand, and the sky is warm, and the wind is singing, and all around all is well. It's nice here, isn't it?
It's really nice here.
Good. You sit in solitude aside from the crying of gulls. No, that's too hard a word in such a perfect place. They're not crying, they're calling. The calling of gulls. That's better, right?
Yeah, I think that's a bit better.
This place is perfect, right?
Can you whimper a little bit louder?
Is it not? What would make it better?
I don't know why I'm here.
Well, it's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it feels like, well, home was like this once.
Look. Over there.
I'm not sure if I'm supposed to narrate if I'm looking, but I think, yeah, okay. I'm scared. They look over there.
In the distance, you see what would be maybe too far to be recognized to anyone else but you know them well enough. Aoife and Arita, your moms. They're just walking down the beach, as they do every morning, holding their shoes in their hands. Shoulder to shoulder. Is that better?
Ian will get up to try to walk along the shore to get a bit closer. Mother!
They stop and turn around. They're fairly far in the distance, but you see one of them raise their hand and give a big showy wave to you.
They wave back, a little uncertain. Ma, is that you? And I think they'll kind of break into a run.
They stop when they see you beginning to run towards them. They don't step towards you, but they wait for you to approach. And I think it's Areta who opens her arms to you to welcome you. Welcome you home.
They, without hesitation anymore, just embrace her.
She hugs you tight.
I don't remember coming here, but I miss you so much.
Areta hesitates for a moment before she leans back, and she leaves her hands on your shoulders, gives you this warm smile. Sorry to hear that. Would you like to come back home?
Where are we?
What do you mean, where are we? Are you feeling all right? She places the back of her hand to your forehead. You're not usually one to get sick.
I just don't remember why I'm here.
Where else would you be?
Can I remember where I was last?
Yeah.
I'm with my friends in Octarius.
Areta smiles and points over your shoulder. You turn around and slightly in the distance, lit by the rising sun, you see Virgil, Curate, Henry, and Ox set up with a large umbrella on the beach. Virgil has spread a deep green blanket on the sand, is laid out to soak up the sun. Curate is approaching the water, first at a walk and then at a jog. Ox is beneath the umbrella, also on a blanket. Henry is following quickly behind Curate, up to where the sea first begins to touch the sand.
How long have we been here? This just doesn't seem... What's going on?
What do you mean?
This isn't possible.
Of course it's possible.
How?
Her concern softens and she smiles and finally lowers her hand from your forehead. She's been sort of like repeatedly trying to check your temperature. Just need to come home.
What? Where am I now?
You're with us.
Okay.
What's wrong?
I don't know what's happening.
Aoife places a hand on Areta's shoulder to pull her back a bit, though her smile matches almost perfectly. We're just trying to bring you home, that's all. This is perfect, isn't it?
They shoot another glance towards the rest of their friends on the beach. Back to their mothers. It's nice. And I wish it could be real, but I don't know how it could be.
Why not? Of course it can be real.
Who are you?
Roll an insight check.
At least one Virgil somewhere in some dimension is having a good day.
Ox is like, are crabs bugs?
Crabs is bugs, Henry.
Henry. Henry, there's a crab crawling closer over here. Henry! Henry!
Climbing up on the
Okay, I think it's real.
That's the real ox, at least. Virgil's just laying there like,
You know, maybe I just got knocked out or something and I missed the journey.
it was all a fever dream.
Yeah. I don't know how we got out of those tunnels, but we must be. I got a 6.
So you're finally
You look to Aoife. She has...
Actually, I have inspiration.
Oh.
And I just feel like maybe... Because I should have birthday inspiration, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and it stacks. Yeah, I'll take that stack away. 9. So, with a 9.
I mean, that's better.
It is better.
Yeah, you take a long look at Aoife. She is, of course, wearing a large straw sun hat. Her hair is pulled back in one long brown ponytail down her back. She has her usual quiet smile and gentle demeanor. Areta, of course, has her gray hair still blowing in the breeze of the sea. She still has this look of concern and almost like amusement as you look over her. Equally warm, equally welcoming. They look like your mothers.
Am I dreaming right now?
Aoife reaches forward to just brush your hair back from your face. Is this scaring you?
Yes.
It's not meant to.
I just want it to be real so bad.
It can be.
But it's not now, is it?
Just come home.
But I can't come
can.
home.
You can. And you can take them with you.
I can't come home.
You can.
No.
Yes, you can.
I don't think I can.
Why not?
Sorry. Aelin?
The frustration immediately vanishes from her face. No, love, it's Aoife.
Oh my god.
Yeah, well, I thought that was probably true, but... Aelin, what are you doing?
Aoife looks at Areta, and Areta looks back to Aoife. And now when they both return their attention to you, they still have the different colored hair. Which one's taller?
Aoife?
Aoife still stands a few inches taller than Areta. Their clothes are still different. But their faces look somehow the same. Like, both of them and neither of them at the same time.
Keen takes a step forward, placing a hand on each of their shoulders. Aelin, what are you doing right now?
It's not Aileen. It's your mother's, and we're just trying to tell you to come home and stop being an idiot.
I can't do this anymore.
This is your last chance.
So what, you just want me to leave everything here?
I said you could take them.
And how well do you think that would work out?
I think it'd work out great.
Why?
It's nice here.
Nice where?
Here. And both of them, like a mirror at the same time, gesture to the sea around you, the beach, the sun.
Is this the celestial plane right now?
No, it's your home. If you don't come home right now, I'm going to tell on you.
To who?
They both fold their arms at the same time.
Because as far as I can figure out, Iliakos knows, and that didn't go very well.
Telling you to someone worse.
Who? What do you know that you haven't told me this whole time?
I'll tell you if you come home.
That's not how this works. I already told you that it wouldn't work out.
This is your last chance.
I can't. I told you that I can't do what you want me to do. I can't go following you blindly anymore. I can't. I don't even know what I am. What did you know about the Falcon? Why did you let me believe that Iliakos was my father? Did you know?
It was gonna be for the best. Anyway, this isn't about me, this is about you. If you come home, I'll explain everything.
If you don't explain anything, I'm not going anywhere with you.
They both open their mouth like they're gonna say something and then stop. And both look a bit confused, their brows knit. And then they both lean in a little bit closer to you. What was that word you taught me that was bad? I'm not supposed to say.
Cunt.
Fuck. What? I don't know.
They lean back. Fuck you, Kian! And vanish. And you're back in the tunnels.
Yeah.
Virgil, Henry, and Ox. Kian and Kirit have been gone for... Roll a d10 for me.
Who? What?
2.
Okay. Excellent. Then they've only been gone a couple minutes before you see Kian reappear and the spider in the small area of light that shines into this tunnel in the ground. You do not see Kirit.
Kian's holding the bag of holding, looking kind of dazed and confused as they stumble out.
Should I carry it in the bag?
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
Well, don't hesitate. Oh my god. Henry will take the bag if Kian will relinquish it and get to.
Reach in and scruff him out.
I mean, I think Kian's kind of half holding it, half trying to open it, but just out of it.
The spider is dismissed. Its services are no longer needed. Did something happen in there? Are you. Kira, are you alright?
I'm fine. It's dark in there, but
How's Kian's expression?
They're going through this dream over again with the context that they know and are kind of just lost in thought. It's okay. Aelin just reached out to me.
I'm sorry. What?
I didn't know they could still do that.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. They kind of look down at their body in confusion. They want me to come home. Or they did.
Not home like Rasul.
I can't tell if that's what they meant, or the celestial plane. You know, there's just only so much I can handle with whatever bullshit they're trying to pull me back into. It's fine. I don't know what they want. I told them I wouldn't unless they gave me answers. And that's when they kind of fucked off. So. I don't know.
Well, it looks like you finished off those things, people.
I think so, yeah. Yeah. My sword is on fire. That's new.
I think we should head out of here. Maybe.
Could we, maybe take 10? Or
Do you want to go back
30?
into the mushroom?
It's not a good idea.
We sort of got ambushed the last time we were in the mushroom.
Well, we're in the oceans now.
I guess let's take a little rest in there.
Yeah, that would be nice.
And, when there's no need for speed, it is not difficult to clamber over this newly churned earth and get back to the mushroom cap.
Virgil will just sit with his back against the tunnel wall and plop down.
Okay. Does anyone need healing?
Yeah, I'd love that. Kirit, are you okay? You sort of just walked into that. All of that.
Well, I fell.
Yeah, and then you, kept going into the poison gas.
I was sort of curious. A little too curious, maybe. But the tunnel was very round. Unnatural, almost. Well, maybe naturally so, but it was very strange.
And was that, if you'll allow me, was that because your lungs were filled with poison, or because it actually, was strange?
No, it was pretty strange.
Okay, strange how?
Well, let me figure out what was happening back there. What did it look like?
Okay, so
Into your mind palace.
strange
Yeah.
things that you may have noticed about the tunnel. There was some noxious fumes that came out of it.
Yeah.
It was very round. The walls, you would call it, seemed to be made of a different soil from the rest of the earth around you. At least for most of it. Some of the more crumbling places you could see the darker brown soil. And here its mushroom trail went a little haywire down there. Both following the path that you were walking straight onwards and occasionally webbing off slightly, left or right.
So the mushrooms,
Hmm.
they seemed to be going in a direction last night when Geert was sleeping.
Okay.
And when we went down in the tunnels, there seemed to be a bit more purpose about it.
I thought I was following them somewhere, and then the tunnel just got incredibly small.
Maybe we should explore it when it's not right after a big battle and...
Yeah, it's just, I'm afraid if the poison doesn't dissipate, you're the only one that can get down there safely. And I hate the idea of that, actually. You know, given that we were almost just murdered by doppelgangers, so...
Do you think they came from down there?
I don't know. But they seemed to come out at the same time that oozes did, and those seemed... affiliated.
But if... Wait, I'm the only one who doesn't need to breathe, that's true.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
Yeah, that's difficult.
Unfortunately,
We don't have
most
any originals.
living people, yeah.
Oh. I don't want to talk about that right now.
Sorry.
Well, marigolds could also go down there.
If I go marinate a bunch of cigarettes in the poison,
What?
Huh?
do you think?
No,
Do you think we could inoculate ourselves?
No, I don't
I
think that that's a
don't.
good idea.
Also, I am an asthmatic, so I would like to not do that. Just if they were normal cigarettes.
I guess that's fair.
Sorry.
Some people say it helps.
Wiley is just grinning, sitting behind Alex.
That was an insane thing to say, by the way.
Okay, let's just take a rest.
Just ask the guy outside.
I think Kian is, as the group is taking rest, they will take a little wander. They want to look at the doppelgangers and just kind of see what's out there.
Kian
So
walks
you
into
said-
the ocean.
Let's just rest, and then you leave like you're not gonna go into the tunnel.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Only one of them is in sight right now because the other one fell into one of the other tunnels, not the one that Kirit and you fell into. They are humanoid in shape, a bit on the shorter side, and it's kind of like looking in a fractured mirror. There are shards of their features that are blank and just smooth, like an unfinished statue, and then slivers and shards that are detailed like a person rendered in stone. You catch the edge of a carved mouth with a capped tusk coming from the lower jaw, reminiscent of an orc or half-orc. You see a bluntly pointed ear, a hint of a shaved hairline, a hint of a young, sort of slender face. You even see a small triangle patch, the depiction of freckles scattered across cheeks.
Like fractions of different people or like one person?
There was a young half-orc in the picture that you found of the large team of people in this mushroom cap not too long ago. Standing in the front, about 2 people away from Lo, there was a young, like shorter half-orc with one tusk that had a shining metal cap. Looks a bit like this one. They had like a serious expression. They kind of stood like Virgil does, like a soldier. They had a smattering of freckles across their cheeks.
Shit. Fuck. I'm sorry. I don't know if you still were whoever you were before. They're gonna spend the rest of this little break that they have laying the pieces nicely together and placing. I don't know if there are any flowers in the area, but a little memorial in a way. I don't know what happened to you. I'm sorry. They're going to sit and rest outside, with Marigold taking watch.
He gets jumped by 3 more.
What did Marigold roll her perception?
21.
Marigold is perched up high on a tree, on a thin branch that almost seems like it shouldn't hold her weight, and just looking back and forth over the landscape. And she lets out a quiet coo to get your attention. And as you move to Marigold vision, you see the trees spreading out beneath you, aside from this strange black obsidian stone. And just beyond it, the trees are swaying slightly in an unusual manner. And when she focuses in on it, you see what looks sort of like a lizard, about 20-30 feet long, winding its way through the upper branches of the tree.
Kid's gonna turn into a bat and fly back into the mushroom.
Ah!
Marigold follows.
Yeah, I can telepathy. The little keen bat's gonna look at Virgil.
Hey.
There's like a really big lizard outside.
Yeah, that's the ocean. So, maybe stay in here?
I mean, I know we're not going to be in this tunnel forever, but we do have to figure out how we're going to get back.
Yeah, so the best way is quick and quiet. And that is my expert opinion. The full extent of it. Sorry,
No, it doesn't vary from what I was thinking.
I'm gonna roll hit nice now.
Yeah, roll your
Yeah.
Okay.
And you get to add your con modifier
Yes.
to each die roll.
Importantly.
You mean my 0?
Okay.
It makes it not easy.
We'll be fine, it'll be fine.
So we short.
Great. Does everybody have all their short rest resources back?
Just above the table. I'm not gonna make Kian go off on their own without talking to anybody, but I just think that we should explore these tunnels really fast. I just feel like we shouldn't leave without them.
Okay.
I think if they're a little bat, they're gonna be fairly safe.
Oh, actually, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I almost forgot that I was gonna cast Sending. Can I do that before?
Yeah.
I would love to cast Sending to Errol. Because I, kind of left them on a weird note.
Bit.
Yeah. Hi, sorry to worry you. It was just, normal doppelganger shit. I'm a bit confused, I will say. Are you okay? Where are you?
I think I should be asking if you are okay. Doppelganger shit does not happen to most people. I'm in town. Nice and warm by the fire.
Do I use my other spell slot?
I'm in town.
It'll be fine, right? It'll be fine! If Virgil goes down, he goes down.
Fusions are dangerous now.
I am gonna use my second spell slot. We're okay. Doppelganger shit happens to me. Fairly often, actually. What town? I'm glad you're safe and warm. By the fire.
It's funny I don't know the name of the town. I haven't asked. I had more important matters on my mind.
God.
But it's nice. Good nightlife.
Is that a fucking
can I insight check him?
But
Errol gets an extra 5 words for sending
yeah.
in exchange for everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah. For all
May
that
I
they check.
may I check his vibe? 15. Is this their usual, like, forced, like, sarcasm, lightness? Are they in a crisis right now? Really, is what I'm...
I think it's hard for you to. That's the thing about Errol, is
Yeah.
it's hard for you to tell, especially just with their voice.
Yeah. Motherfucker.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm out of spells now. Oh, that's a lie. I have 1 left.
As Virgil is obviously entranced in a sending conversation, little Vatkian will leave the spot close to Virgil and kind of scramble to the wall near the exit of the cave. And they'll look to Ox and telepathically, I think it's a little bit stupid if we don't explore the caves. And I'm not gonna just leave without telling anybody, so if I'm not back in like 5 minutes, does that sound good?
I mean, I'd rather you take someone with you.
Because you're all gonna, you know,
Be poisoned?
Die.
it hurts to be down there. Well, what if I can go check if the poison is gone? Maybe it's going away. Maybe it's just a temporary thing. Just 5 minutes.
Yeah, he makes a face. Yeah, just, be quick about it.
I can fly so fast. They're gonna flap clumsily away.
It's probably the frantic fluttering of wings as Kian hits the wall that alerts you to their presence or lack thereof.
I would assume with a nat 20 I could also have noticed Ox's facial journey, despite no words exchanged.
You do know your man.
I think that's fair.
Kian said they could fly fast, not fly good.
Yeah, it's true.
That's Yeah. true.
Very creepy delivery service of you.
Oh.
If I may, after Kian's, let's say, ungraceful exit from the cave, Ox, I don't think it would take her percent to see Henry look over at him and give him eyebrows of a, should we be concerned about this, or...
He'll shrug a bit. It's probably fine,
Okay.
but won't elaborate unless Henry digs.
You love to dig, but primarily your own grave.
Okay, Kian. This be medicine check.
6.
Hard to say. It smells musty down there if you do take a breath. And it has this old, dank weight to the air. But whether or not it's going to affect your buddies is a bit unclear to you. I would say, closer to the entrance, the air feels a little bit cleaner. Like some of this poison is perhaps dissipating.
Okay. Well, they're just gonna fly quickly as they can and find where that tunnel gets smaller.
Yeah, they're ping-ponging. Yeah, it branches off in a few places. It looks like some of those branches are rather small. Some of them are the same size as the tunnel you fly down. And before long, it starts to narrow and grow smaller. Eventually, you as a bat are worried that you're not going to be able to fly any longer. Roll perception? Or investigation, I think would be better.
Thank you. 18?
What did you do besides raise goats
Fuck around.
on the
Yeah.
farm? Mm-hmm.
What the hell kind of question is that?
I mean, realistically not spend that much time raising goats, spending a lot more time sneaking by the seaside and collecting shells and drawing pictures in the cliff walls, badly avoiding chores, taking care of chickens. Kara tried to teach them a lot more, but I don't know what she got drilled in there.
You think back to some of your lessons with Kara. Something about this feels reminiscent of one of your lessons with Kara. She, you know now, though she seemed old and wise when she took you in, was in fact extremely young when she took you on as her ward, essentially. She was about 18 years old. And so it perhaps makes sense that your lessons were a bit haphazard and sometimes appeared out of nowhere or on a whim. You remember a time that she was just teaching you about the land. And when you think back, you're not sure if this was part of a lesson plan or if she just felt like she should probably teach you something today. And oh look, here's a young olive tree right in front of you. And Kara showed you how the tree is so much more beneath the earth than it is above. You both were able to get down in the dirt a little bit and have a bit of fun as she showed you the root system. As you remember that and look around you, look at the smaller branching tunnels, it does look to you similar to a root system.
I think as they can no longer fly through, they're gonna turn around and...
The root system reminds me of the petrification process, or even when things get, depending on the kind of soil that's around them, the plant material will die and then crumble away, and then the only thing that's left is the impression of where it's been, which is what these root systems seem like. So whatever was there, it died, and it's not there anymore.
And they're gonna try to turn into Kian again.
Wisdom save.
8.
For a while, you are still ping-ponging around this tunnel, squeaking gently and trying to turn back into Kian. And then finally, a little bit higher above ground than you would wish to be, turn back into Kian.
So I think it's a root system. The mushrooms. Also, the doppelganger out there. I think there was a picture of them in the picture we saw.
Of the... But it was changing shape a lot.
But now it looks like them a bit. And they'll point at the half-orc.
Oh.
Huh.
Which we can't do much about. No, but maybe that'll answer a question later. I don't know.
Should we check on the second one? He will get up and see if he can find the right chasm.
They didn't move far after falling, and touched on it before, it looks like an unfinished statue. You took out the photo.
Yeah.
Yeah, you scan this photo that you have, look back at the pieces of features that you can find, again, in this sort of shattered form. And there's a familiar person there, a human. In the photo, he has very deep-set wrinkles. He looks a little bit older, maybe in his 70s or so. Wild mane of hair. You see a few curls of it in this statue in front of you. In the photo, he has this deeply serious, straight-browed, intense expression, but there's depth to his smile lines, and he kind of looks like he'll burst into laughter any moment. You look back at this figure at the bottom of the chasm. You're fairly certain that face is the same.
Virgil is hesitant to look at first, but when he realizes it's not still his father, he relaxes. Okay, so 2 people out of, what, is it 20? 25.
Yeah.
Huh. And these 2 have been here, theoretically, for that long. Is this, you think, maybe failed attempts of what the devil was trying to do to himself?
Or is it just the oceans?
Hard to tell.
Especially since they did have that, the face changing thing.
Yeah.
We could always ask the devil.
Does make me wonder where the other researchers went.
Well, there's a chance they are still here, like these folks, so should we maybe get going?
Kian's gonna place another flower by the stone and... Alright, let's get out of here. Henry, you wanna lead the way back?
Sure. Yes.
With Henry in the lead, you all begin your journey back to the ley lines.
I'll stay in the back with Ox.
Yeah, Wiley does still stick close to you, Ox. And you make your way back through the beauty of the woods in springtime. But this time, without the constant banjo accompaniment of the Hanged Man to keep you company. Do you all have any strategy or plan that you are using to move through the oceans quickly and quietly without being noticed?
Kian turns into a bat. It doesn't start out this way, but they're going to sort of tail a little bit behind in the air just to try to keep their presence from attracting to the whole group.
Virgil will try to keep the group pretty clumped close together. Between him and Henry, he will try to use what knowledge he has of navigating the oceans to help guide us around environs that look more dangerous or that look like they could be ambush points. He is not used to navigating this many people, but he will do his best.
Similar to Virgil, since Henry's navigated through the ocean with, I'd say, small groups before, but ours is sort of more of like a medium-sized group, and especially like, I'm so sorry, Wiley. You're wonderful, but you don't have a lot of... This is not your area of expertise, and that's okay. You have different areas of expertise, but taking that into consideration, I'd say probably staking out of big open clearings. Not that there's necessarily a lot of them.
Kirit is able to move pretty quietly, even though we're in a big group. It's probably not going to make much of a difference. He does make an effort to do that.
I think Ox will offer for Wiley to hang out in the bag for short amounts of time if he was feeling unsafe, but I don't think Wiley would take him up on it.
Yeah, as soon as you begin to make that offer, he just shakes his head and holds out his hand. I'm alright, thank you.
Yeah.
I'll risk walking. Unless you can do that bear thing again. To the little bat zipping by. But you seem preoccupied.
Squeak, squeak.
Yeah, I thought so.
Virgil does seem kind of distracted, but I think Blossom will help pick up the slack. She'll keep an eye out.
Will you all roll Seth? 21 for the cowboy.
Oh no.
16.
12.
8.
It's your goddamn Greaves making too much noise.
12.
Will you also have Marigold and Blossom roll perception?
Blossom got a 15.
Does Delilah get perception?
Is that at a distance?
No.
Because you were having Blossom scout ahead, right?
Yeah, I'm having her keep an ear where Virgil fucking can't.
I'm having the one scouting ahead go first, and then perhaps you guys will be next. What did you get?
21.
21.
Shit. 15.
Ahead of you, along the path that you are taking, I mean, it's not a trail, but you all know what direction the ley lines lay in. And Marigold notices first a darkening line ahead of you, as if there's a stretch of burned forest. So you do not recall walking through on your way here.
She can't communicate to Keen right now because Keen's a bat. She just does whatever she does to communicate to the rest of the group.
Marigold quickly swoops back to the rest of the group and just swoops and rises again and swoops and rises again, like dive bombing over and over, before she lands in a lower branch of one of these towering pine trees. So she's still a good couple feet above you all and lets out one of her distress coos.
Okay. Is it something ahead? Okay, I'll take 1 for yes and 2 for no. Is it coming towards us? Okay, can you lead us in a safe direction around whatever it is? Sounded a little bit more uncertain there. Is that a no? You?
As this conversation is happening, Keen's gonna fly and see if they can see something in the direction.
Marigold sees Kian take off, and with one more little sound at you, Virgil, flies up to accompany. And you see this awkwardly fluttering bat encircled by this graceful falcon as she just soars upwards and hovers above the trees.
I really need to
Are you
learn.
riding her?
You're on her. You're on her. You're
Okay,
gripping.
yeah. She zooms past Kian, and Kian reaches out their little bat hands and clings onto her shoulders.
What the fuck?
And she flies up with her on her back. She points you in the direction of the swath of burned, dark forest. It spreads like to the extent of your vision.
Oh, fuck.
Shit. Okay. They're gonna let go of Marigold and kind of flap down to the group and to Henry, who's in the lead. So, like, ahead of us, what she was trying to say is that there's a line of burned forest that just kind of goes as far as I can see.
So you're saying that the forest up ahead appears to have been burned, spanning out in every direction in front of us, but then as well as to either side. It doesn't look like we can go around it.
That's pretty much what I said, yeah.
Wait, so correct me if I'm misunderstanding. The forest just turns to a stretch of burned shit that stretches out forever? In all sides?
As far as I can see, yes, it's like a line.
Huh. Well, a line indicates... Is there a line of burned things and then forest, normal forest on the other side? Or is it just... Okay, that's different.
Oh, I didn't understand that. So the line, it's just like a strip of burned forest.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
so let's... My eyes weren't so great the first time. It's like a strip of burned trees. It's just a long line of, I don't know, about 10 trees wide? 5?
Maybe 50 trees wide.
50? I can count. And it just
You
goes...
fucking better hope you can, you're a vampire.
Ooh, the deep cut.
Never mind.
Oh, wait.
Sorry. Sorry. Bullying you.
Oh. I mean, in that case, all we have to do is cross over this section. Which you
Yeah,
said it
no,
wasn't.
it might not be dangerous, it's just fucking weird. So,
Out here, anything is dangerous, so let's just go slow.
at
And
least we can see it though.
yeah, we can get a bit closer and see if it's even real.
Perhaps we can send a familiar first.
Yeah, that is my first inclination.
Onward then.
The ground begins to grow cracked and uneven. Henry, your thing affects other people, right?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Move not normal pace over difficult terrain.
With Henry's guidance bringing you down the easier paths, you're able to keep up a decent pace. But there are unexpected small ridges, unexpected short cliffs. In some places, you hear the trickling of water and look over to see that whatever has rent through the ground has uncovered some sort of small underground spring.
Is this after we enter the
No,
fucked
this
up
is
part?
before.
Before.
But close.
Weird. Are there any indications of like living things moving through here that might have caused this, or things running away from this?
You want to roll a perception check?
I would love to.
I would love to help him.
I would
it.
love to actually have Blossom do it. 4 in 18 total.
4 and 18. Okay.
18 plus 8, 26?
Shit.
26. You don't see any animals around, which strikes you as strange.
Yeah.
There are no birds besides Marigold flying above you. There's no soft sound of squirrels calling to each other or fuzzy little critters running through the undergrowth. But you do notice the first time it happens, you think it's just a trick of your imagination. You're on the lookout and you basically shove it aside, but then it keeps happening. This forest is full of towering pine trees, and some of them are weighed down with these large brown pine cones, and the ground is also scattered with them. Some of them appear to be moving of their own accord.
The trees? Or the
No,
pine
the pine
cones?
cones.
The pine cones.
Little friends.
No, I don't think they're friends.
Crabs.
It'll just, again, be out of the corner of your vision as you step by. Sometimes it looks like it just kind of wiggles, and sometimes you swear one of them has vanished as if on legs behind one of the, fallen branches.
Ox, I'm so sorry, but everything is bugs.
Who's in front of Ox? I think Ox would try to put Wiley in the middle.
Wiley's
Wiley
probably
is
in front of
in the
Ox.
Yeah.
And Virgil is close to Ox.
Ox will try to tap on Virgil's shoulder and sort of in a hushed tone, Do you see that?
What am I looking for?
The pine cones on the ground are wiggling in a weird way. Like they're moving slowly and quietly and quickly whenever we're not looking.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah?
Do I know anything about this? Has Mama Nico told me about this?
You can roll a history check.
Okay, sure. 26. He will stay a good, sword's distance away and kind of like get a look at it, and he won't poke it with the sword yet. Not yet.
It doesn't remind you of Nico. It doesn't remind you of stories of the oceans necessarily that you would have heard of. But you are actually familiar with this sort of pine. They rely on wildfires to reproduce these trees. The sort of resin wax of these pine cones needs to be melted to grow. So it sort of makes sense that you were finding so many of them around here. You haven't heard of them moving on their own before. Here, it's pretty much just pine all around you. There are a few aspens. They tend to be smaller than these, big towering pines. But yeah, it is mostly these large, old-growth pine trees.
Well, let's all try not to step on them, because I feel like maybe pissing one thing off will piss them all off.
Yeah. Did you notice that there aren't any animals out here?
Yeah, I sure did, and I think we should move as fast as we can,
Yeah.
because there's probably a reason for that.
As they pass the trees, did the trunks of the trees, look burned still?
They do. They do, yeah.
If Ox touches one, it's not just an illusion?
Yeah, you touch it and look at your hand. You have ashy fingerprints when you pull your hand away. And on your gloves.
Yeah.
So sorry. It feels real, it feels solid against your hand. Your gloved hand.
Yeah.
Because
Kian's gonna fly low to stay close to the group, but also try to stay out of the trees.
we've had a bad track record with plants trying to eat us, so I'm gonna keep an eye on Henry's ass in particular.
I know
Well-
you're gonna keep an eye on his ass.
Henry's at the front, so that's easy.
Yeah.
Henry does.
God, see? Do you see?
Did you step on
Can I wait?
Henry, does a 25 hit you?
Give me just a moment
Maybe.
before you answer this. Reaction. Whatever I see making a lunge for Henry, Virgil will just throw a hand out and blind whatever it is with a blast of golden light.
You don't see any creatures.
Oh, I don't?
No.
Shit.
Henry, you are going to take 18 points of fire damage as you step, and there is a small, bright explosion as the ground around you just erupts. And the rest of you see a sudden bonfire appear. You do half this damage because you're...
Yeah, I was gonna say.
What the hell, man?
And just engulfs Henry for a moment before it dies down again. It smolders on some of the twigs and branches that are scattered on the ground.
It doesn't elicit a scream. Perhaps because of being a tiefling, it only takes half damage. And he's had some weird fire shit going on recently, so it's like, I'm a little desensitized to this. But he does take a few steps back, perhaps even while there is fire. And he looks very surprised.
Are you okay?
Mostly.
What the fuck happened?
Great question.
Did you step on something?
No.
May I investigate the bit of charred earth where Henry was?
Yeah, you may.
Yeah,
Would
I'll
love to do so.
join you too. Investigation, is that one is your wisdom or intelligence? 23.
17.
23.
23, 17, 8.
Yeah.
The three of you step forward to investigate a little bit closer. You do see where Henry stepped. It's kind of easy to see because the ground has been cleared of other, I don't know, small plants or branches or anything after this little fire erupted. Speaking of roots, you see what looks like just a bit of tree root poking out above the ground.
I hate it. I don't know what it is yet, but I hate it.
Tree roots are how trees get nutrients, and they like to like stick them out towards what they're trying to find. So you see, when you see a tree root that's like sticking out of the ground in a suspicious place, like if you put a bone into the ground next to the tree will go over to it with the roots and like absorb them that way. So same thing.
So it's a body. Got it.
No, it's looking for bodies. Or it's
And it found
probably
yours.
Trying to barbecue you.
So
Step back, and I would like to toss a little rock onto it and see if that elicits a response. Oh, okay, so pressure then. Let's not step on that shit.
So no pine cones, no roots.
Yeah, probably most things tree related.
and I suppose if it's I hate my own suggestions. If it's fire-based, I guess I should go first. So just only step where I step, and if it goes dramatically up in flames again, don't step there.
Right. Okay. Or we could toss little rocks in front of us, but sure, let's use Henry.
Kian flies down and finds a few rocks, and will just fly and drops.
A few? Can
Yeah.
you carry more than one?
I don't know. You can carry 2 rocks.
Yeah, you can carry two. You can carry 2 small pebbles.
Little back cube.
Okay. So, Henry, avoiding falling pebbles and hopefully tree roots, you carry on your way forward. I think this is a classic perception situation. Anyone who's on the lookout.
A rock
Yeah.
just bounces off your horns.
Now it's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. With Ox keeping an eye out and Henry, you are mostly able to escape unscathed. Henry, there is like once or twice where you almost stumble over a tree root and stop, hold your hand out before the rest of the group can step into the fire. The flames lick around your ankles, but don't quite catch to you. As you continue to make your way, you all start to detect the faint movements of these pine cones. And Ox, you a couple of times just barely catch them out of the corner of your eye, and it looks like they have sprouted 4 little legs, and they run along the ground maybe an inch or so above the dirt, and seem to be quite wary of the rest of you. Like, they never run towards you, only away. After a while through this strange terrain, you find yourself back in the greenery of the spring woods. You as a bat seem to alarm them less. You can get very close to them. They look like pine cones. I mean, they look like pine cones.
They don't have
they
any
just
little
run.
eyes or anything.
You do not see any little eyes.
Is this a pet?
Kian, you swoop down, you grab one in your little hands. Its little legs go tick, 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 as it tries to run.
What do the legs look like?
They are like little twigs. Kian, when you have it in your little hands and are able to look at it closely, you do see sort of far into the darkness of the scales near the pointy end, a reflection of light that looks like 2 beady little eyes looking back at you.
Squeak, squeak.
Just wiggles its little legs.
Virgil. Yeah, he stops and actually does do a quick sketch of it.
Little Kian Bat will fly down proudly with this little guy.
Okay, hi,
I think they're friendly. I mean, I think they're just like a creature.
And you're tormenting the wildlife?
just, for 5 minutes, and he pulls out a sketchbook and does a little doodle.
Yeah.
You place it back down on the floor, and it immediately takes off back towards the strip of woods that you just left.
Yeah. It's generally not too good to take living things out of the ocean. As they were cute, but it'll grow up.
Into another pine cone.
No, probably into like a
Tree.
200-foot tall tree, and who has space for that, you know?
You already have bean children?
Yeah, I have 7 kids, so I think that's...
7?
Yeah, there's 7 of them.
Can Ox
Right?
hear them whispering
Oh, there were 5.
still?
They're 5.
Yeah, there were 5 of them.
Yeah, I think I'll stop at 5 kids, actually. I think 6 that's too many. You know, for a single parent.
And onwards you go.
Thinking of Nico as we go. God.
Help with custody.
First night, I assume you guys take watches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Virgil will volunteer for the first watch that night, because his mind's a little bit busy.
Ox will do third watch.
And Kian will do the first 2, I guess.
All of you notice that when you're still within a decently close distance of this strange fiery patch of woods, the oceans feel quiet. As you gain distance, some sounds of life pick back up again, but it seems gradual, like other creatures have been avoiding this little stretch of land as well. I think both Ox and Virgil, throughout the night, you'll see a few more fire bursts in the distance, but they don't move closer to you. It just looks like something is setting them off. They light up the night once in a while, pull your attention away. Do you guys have a campfire?
It's probably safer not to. Virgil would encourage against it.
Yeah. Better not to. At least for tonight.
I will cast light on, let's say, like a small pebble, something that could be covered easily, just so that he's got something. He and Kieran have something. Wait, I have dark vision now,
Yeah,
so that
babe.
Kieran has something.
What?
Shit, you're right. I forget I can see. I don't need light.
At one point in the night, Virgil, you do sense something approaching. You hear the sound of footsteps.
He will send Blossom around to flank behind whatever it is and see.
Blossom doesn't get a good look at it, and it does not seem to be approaching you all directly. It moves close to your camp, and then away.
How far off was it?
The closest it got was about 60 feet,
He'll just keep an eye out.
and that's all that happens.
He'll water his children. And
Thank you.
yeah, of course. Good night.
Good night.
And he will trade watches and curl up with his kids and his lion.
Sweet dreams.
And to you as well.
Thank you. Will you all please roll stealth checks for the next day?
Am I still poisoned?
Yes.
What?
Oh, shit. Okay, hang on. Stealth?
Stealth. 29. Natural 20.
20. Yeah. 4.
18.
12.
12.
Careful.
Virgil's really out of it.
The next day passes by uneventfully. And those of you who are less accustomed to traveling through the deep oceans can feel the fatigue of it setting in, but you're still able to carry on. Virgil, you don't catch sight of whatever you saw last night again on this journey back, or at least on this portion of the journey back. That night, all of you except for Kian do notice that same motion in the woods that Virgil noticed. At least something similar, like a large, hulking something
How big are we
comes fairly close to your camp, but does not get all the way there. I think Delilah, you said it was hearing that Delilah rolled a natural 20 on. Delilah can hear a rumbling breath. It sounds mammalian, like a mountain lion or a bear or some sort of creature like that, like the weight of its feet on the forest floor have that soft padding sound to them. At least for now, it doesn't. It doesn't attack you. It just seems to be trailing close by or around.
I hate that. We're being hunted.
I want to use, because I have the primeval awareness one, which is just to like see if certain creatures are present within a 6-mile radius And I'm like, what's the worst possible thing? But it doesn't reveal number or location. Just that they're there. Or, actually, better yet. So, Kian, not as a cause for alarm, but if there was to be something very large and very, I don't know, within the mammal family,
What?
nearby. That's just a theoretical. Are we thinking maybe a bear? Do we want to check and see if it's a bear? That's probably too plain.
Sorry,
Kian looks-
excuse me?
You're asleep, Howard.
Yeah, it's Henry is talking, so I'm awake.
He says a single word and Virgil rises from the grave like, what?
Shut up! I don't know what to tell you, he's a very light sleeper.
I'm just saying that there's something nearby, but I don't know what it is. I figured I could check and see if it was the worst case scenario. I have a spell for it.
The same thing I saw last night.
You saw something last night?
It didn't come close, but it was big enough in the distance.
The oceans can hold so many things.
I know.
I can't list a list of big scary things in the oceans. I think we'd be here all night. Do you want? Can we just do that all night?
Can I go familiar mode? I would love to look out of Blossom's eyes and have her see if she can stalk far away and then get closer. So 17.
Blossom sneaks away and then back. Virgil, she's just close enough for you to see through her eyes when a large, dark, canine creature leaps forward and pounces on her. And then she's gone.
Okay.
What?
Well, it saw Blossom, and it was very interested in her.
You got a good look at it?
It looked like a big wolf or a dog.
Is
Bigger than a
Blossom still here?
Well, you know, it might take a spell, but she's fine.
Oh, keep an eye out.
How big was this guy?
The size of a small horse or a large pony, perhaps.
That's big!
It's okay, I can be a really big dog if I want to.
I know you can, dear. It's just I think this thing might rip you apart because I've seen you as a large dog and you were still kind of wayfish.
He blushes.
Can I
Goodness.
can I resummon Blossom?
Yeah.
He will greet her with an apology and like give her a headbutt and a kiss.
She gives you a little headbutt in return. Next day. Can you all... Sorry, yet again.
Yeah.
One more time.
Today.
Last day.
We're being fucking
Oh,
Of this
interesting.
little journey.
we're being fucking endurance hunted by a wolf.
Okay, wait. 28. 4.
4.
Natural 1. Natural 20.
Yeah.
18.
18.
Kian is, again, that same strategy of staying kind of away and flying above.
And King, you're being a bat like all day, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Don't get
Hear
any-
it. Also, will you roll a wisdom save at disadvantage, please?
Yeah.
14. Hear it. As the day goes on, you feel increasingly worse in a way that is uncomfortably familiar to you. And I think the rest of you can kind of tell. Like there is a... Well, actually, I don't want to describe it for you. What is it like?
He's less verbose, and you've noticed any time that we're stuck in a particular space, Kirit gets antsy, and having to stick together, not having that opportunity to go on a little run or something, he's starting to get like a little twitchy.
And I think now that you... I think especially Delilah... Now that Delilah especially is keyed into the sound of this creature, once in a while, when your pace slows a little bit as you climb over a steeper patch of these woods for a break, Delilah can hear the sound of it still following you from a distance.
Okay.
But it's at the end of this day that just ahead, you see the trees begin to clear as you approach the train tracks.
But the thing is still behind us.
Yes.
Delilah nudging Henry throughout the day, and he gets the gist of like, pretty sure we're still being followed, so
It could still follow us.
we might just get whisked away by the devil. So
And owe them another favor.
no, this is part of the original deal. It's fine.
You say that so certainly.
Well, if I'm not the one making the deals, then the only one left in the room is the devil, so someone has to do something.
And are we meeting the devil tomorrow?
I think that would be a little bit unclear to you at this point. It is dark. The devil didn't give you a time. I guess technically once midnight falls, it is the day that you're to meet them.
I don't feel safe leaving this thing in our back.
Are you suggesting we confront it and kill it?
I'm suggesting we make the first move and we don't wait for it to just jump us.
That could go very badly.
Well, sure, but so could waiting. While we're on the ley line proper, can we see this thing in the distance? Is it still maintaining a distance?
You all stop here on the tracks, turn around. They're on like a slight rise in the ground. And of course the tree line ends before it gets to the tracks. You peer through the trees as best you can. You have dark vision, but it's still, it's more difficult to see past the shadows of night. Roll a perception check.
Oh, Blossom got a natural 20.
Blossom does catch a hint of movement far into the trees.
And is it still just the one thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool.
What y'all looking at?
Kian startles into a person. Like they were already planning.
Do you?
Well, they're gonna attempt
Yeah, roll a disadvantage.
that one.
You do not startle into a tree, you just squeak.
Oh, you're living like this.
Just down the track, you see familiar banjo-wielding skeleton just walking down towards you.
Hi. There's like a wolf thing out there.
Like, right there.
Are you feeling okay?
I'm fine.
You look like you're seasick somehow.
Is that a joke? Because we're in the ocean?
Shit, I guess it is. I didn't intend it to be.
I'm fine.
Okay. He will just take it at we'll take him at his word.
Auden's like, I finally get to be myself.
The beast come out. It's just me a little annoyed.
I don't think you should piss him off right now.
See, the hanged man is with me.
I meant him, and the hangman points to Kira.
They're not with you, Henry.
I bet they would be.
With you in what way?
Oh my god!
Well,
He flicks his coin.
I mean, you're with our group now, I'm assuming, to take us to the devil, yes?
Sure am. If you're up to it, you just follow me a little bit down the tracks. New station's about a mile that way. Points up the direction he came.
New station.
Yeah?
Is it just in the middle of the ocean, or is there a town? An island?
Well, you'll see when you get there.
Kira, are you alright to travel?
I'm fine. Let's go.
Alright.
He leads you, as he said, up the train tracks about a mile. Then Blossom still, once in a while, can see this thing following you. You arrive at a fork in the ley line,
Pick it up.
in the train tracks. And beyond the fork, there is a place where the train tracks diverge into two different train tracks. And Kira, you pocket your fork.
I'm sorry, I have to.
No, you do it. And I'll yes and you, babe. And there is essentially a small line of wagons on this smaller train track that branches off of the main ley line. Henry, this is not, as far as you recall, part of the good love dawning to somewhere plan. The hanged man gestures to, line of wagons. Hop on board.
What exactly is this?
I mean, I know it's not much of a train right now, but it's going to be someday. They're just still in the works. It takes a while to build a train. Tracks are still being laid down and all that.
Okay.
By... who? Donna? Did Donna commission it?
That's the sheriff?
Yes. Technically, she owns the route between Dawning and somewhere now.
Guess so.
And this new line, is this a ley line or is this just... someone decided, oh, let's branch it off here?
I suppose we could ask about the specifics when there isn't a lurking presence in the dark. So, the wagons or the train?
Yeah, for now. Hop on board.
Are they covered wagons?
Yeah, they're covered.
Kian clumsily bat wings onto the top of the wagon.
You're gonna get blown off the top, just like Marigold.
Henry will help Delilah into what appears to be the first wagon and get him himself as well.
The inside is rather dusty. It's this sort of black, chalky dust that has gathered in the corners that clings to your clothes as you all clamber in.
Actually, can I attempt to turn into a person again?
Poof a Kian.
Poof again.
Kian,
A poof. Oh, beautiful. That's truly the shit.
15.
You remain a bat. With a shuddering jolt, you feel the wheels begin to turn as the wagon takes off with the skeletal conductor.
Kira will peek out to see what's driving this train.
The hangman is pulling it.
Pulling it? How fast are we going?
Something like jogging kind of pace. He glances back, Kirit, when you glance forward. If you could just do your thing right now, you could probably pull this faster than I could.
My thing?
Yeah, your thing. I know you're maybe not a fan of it, but I think it could really help us out right now.
I don't think you actually want that.
Suit yourself.
You're made of bones. That's a bad idea.
They keep a steady pace on through the night. And it moves faster than if you were walking. And they also apparently do not need to rest. You ride this train, if you can call it that, until you reach a opening in the trees and a glimmering silvery lake with shining white stones surrounding it on the shore. It's no longer a quiet, peaceful, eerily silent place. All around the lake are the beginnings of buildings, skeletons themselves still. Floorboards laid out across the dirt, pillars still, leaning against trees, not quite yet built into anything. You also see the familiar uniforms of the members of Paradise Prison on every worker.
Yikes.
In this early morning. The train shudders to a halt. The hangman hops off of the train tracks to look to the rest of you and flips one of the coins in his eyes. It says, "Welcome to Little Somewhere." And that's where we'll end our session for tonight.
Oh no. Kind of our
Are
intention.
we the bad guys again?
Laying rails and stakes and wood. You've been building up a railroad, like it'll do you any good. When that train is on the tracks, we can put all this at our backs.
The devil,
guys.
I'm just saying, the devil's toll to enter an island lower than the Phoenix. The devil is like, give me 20 gold, you're in. The devil lets everyone in.
Everyone who can pay.